Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a historical press conference here in Abu Dhabi. November 5th, our first event here, Abu Dhabi, the Champions Series, an incredible main event, the WBA Light Heavyweight World Championship between Dmitry Bivol and Zurdo Ramirez. As I said, a historic moment for Abu Dhabi, the DCT, for Matchroom Boxing, as well as we build a long-term partnership here of global, high-profile World Championship fights. And as I said, I believe November 5th, the start of such an exciting future in what has become the global sports hub here in Abu Dhabi. This fight, of course, you know, normally in the UK I get booed, so I thank you for the claps. You may boo me one day, but for now the claps are much appreciated. But this is, as I said, an iconic moment, and we want to thank so many different people. Of course, the DCT. We want to thank 11 as well, our partners here, and Nora and the team. Frank Smith, who's done such a great job. There's been a lot of work that's gone into this process. We are about building long-term partnerships with outstanding partners and great people to work with. You've seen across the NBA, you've seen across the UFC. Dana White and the team couldn't speak more highly of everybody involved in their relationship with Abu Dhabi. And for us as a business, this is just the start of just a new world of boxing here in the Middle East and in Abu Dhabi. So, of course, talking about the main event, this man here to my right, who just a few months ago shocked the world by beating Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas. It was an incredible performance. The pound-for-pound #1 stepped up to challenge Dmitry Bivol, and Dmitry Bivol put in an incredible performance. Now stands at 20 wins, no defeats. But what about this guy here? 44 fights, no defeat. Zurdo Ramirez, the former super middleweight world champion. These are the kind of fights that we need to see. An incredible undercard planned as well. Earlier on today, we announced that Joe Cordina will defend his IBF Super Featherweight World Championship against the mandatory challenger Rakimov as well on the card, and the undisputed Women's Light Welterweight World Championship, Chantel Cameron against Jessica McCaskill. They're the first 3 fights announced for November the 5th in the stunning Etihad Arena. His Excellency, welcome, and we can't thank you enough for your partnership, the amazing work that you guys have done here recently in sports, of course, and now the journey begins for Abu Dhabi and boxing.
Thank you very much, Eddie. I can't express how happy we are for all of you to be here. And this happiness is on a personal note because we've made new friends of Abu Dhabi, but also on a professional level where our partnership today and the announcement we're doing today is a milestone for Abu Dhabi within what we are planning for the rest of the future. Today, Abu Dhabi positioning itself as an events hub in the international world is a very important statement. And in the vertical of sports, Abu Dhabi's done a great job with partnering with perfect international brands, whether it's the NBA, whether it's the UFC, as you rightly mentioned, whether it's the T20 in cricket, and so on and so forth. But with the boxing world, we are very pleased to be partners with Matchroom. Normally, whenever you start a certain vertical, you always want to start it with a big bang. And I think the fight that has been just announced is a fight that everyone has been waiting for. I think it's one of the first times you actually have combined over 60 fights to 0. And how could we have started with anything better than this? So thank you very much for putting this together. When we look at the calendar of sports, we also look at positioning Abu Dhabi as a destination where events take place. So when you look at the facilities we've got, I think, Eddie, you've heard what Dana said earlier on today, and how partners that we've been dealing with across the different verticals, look at Abu Dhabi as a destination where, yes, we're more than confident we can have an international event of this size with no issues whatsoever. And that's something we need to make sure will go across the board. So you've got our full support. Whether it's in terms of the event facilities, whether it's in terms of the logistics, you're in the middle between East and West. You don't need to worry about how will your visitors or how will your partners reach those events. We're right in the middle. Connectivity, rooms, facilities within the destination, that's all there. What's even nicer is when you come and say, yes, come and attend the event, but you know what? Outside of that event as well, there is so much that you can do. So where around the world can you actually wake up in the morning, have the best beaches and the best waters that you can enjoy? Go out and have lunch at some of the top restaurants in whichever culinary vertical that you like. Go out and shop. Take your kids to a theme park that they will never forget. And then come and watch such an important event that only happens in specific places of the world, all that in one day. You want to be a bit more diverse, look at the cultural sector. Where can you get museums and cultural sites that Abu Dhabi has all within one destination? Where can you get family-oriented activities in literally a drive of 10 minutes away from each other? Shopping, adventure, whether you want to go out in the desert and have some fun on the dunes. Everything is there, so having that variety of activities outside the event also supports these international partners to come in and say, you know what, we're doing our events in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is going to become the event hub of the world, whether it's in the sport vertical, whether it's in the entertainment vertical, whether it's in business tourism vertical as well. I won't take too much of your time, but Eddie, I just want to say that we are really happy to start this partnership and looking at something that's going to last for many years to come. You've got our full support, and to the fighters, good luck. You've got our support as well. We want you to enjoy Abu Dhabi. We want you to have a good fight, and after the fight, we want to sit together on the same table and have dinner. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those kind words. Of course, this fight, another major coup for our exclusive global broadcaster, DAZN, who have in recent years just put together an incredible schedule of fights. You saw from the madness of the O2 Arena with KSI last weekend, to Mexico this weekend for Gallo Estrada, to a couple of weeks' time, Canelo Alvarez against Triple G, the trilogy at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, of course, heading to a packed fall, winter, autumn schedule, and of course this event as well, broadcast around the world live on DAZN. Joe, another milestone occasion for you in the US, but of course in the UK as well, with some huge undercard fights as well, a major event for DAZN for November 5th.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie, and thank you to everyone up on the table here today. It's great to be here with old friends and new. Thank you to our hosts in Abu Dhabi and the DCT. Dmitry, it wasn't too long ago we were toasting your success in Las Vegas late at night in your hotel room after your last win. It's great to be back working with you. And as you say, Eddie, a fantastic schedule we're building on DAZN as we go into the autumn, into the fall for our American friends. In a couple of weeks' time, obviously, Canelo and Triple G in a fantastic trilogy fight. More to come from our X series, our new venture with KSI in the world of crossover boxing. And then this fight in early November, as well as Eubank Ben, a fantastic pay-per-view event in the UK. We're about building a schedule of events globally that engages new and existing boxing fans. We're doing that with increasing regularity. We're doing that with our partners at Golden Boy. It's great to see Eric here from Los Angeles. It's great to keep it in the DAZN family, as always, with Golden Boy and Matchroom. And this event, I think, is representative of exactly what we're trying to do. A global schedule with fantastic fights, matchups happening when they should happen, and delivered with fantastic partners, of which there are many sat on this table. So we're very excited. We're looking forward to it, and it's great to be in business here in Abu Dhabi. So thank you to everyone. Look forward to November the 5th. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. And of course, as well, one of the benefits of staging major events in the Middle East, the time zones as well. This fight going to be available at prime time, UK, and also late afternoon, early evening on East Coast as well in America. So great timing for the global audience. And as we go to the two teams, the challengers team, I feel like that's strange, Eric, because every time we do fights, I feel like I'm always on the challenger side. So we can't thank you and Golden Boy enough. Obviously, we have the jobs of delivering great nights for our broadcast partner that we share together with DAZN. This fight, one of the best on the annual schedule. Of course, your guy, Zurdo Ramirez, former world super middleweight champion, someone that you and Oscar de la Hoya really believe in. This is a tremendous fight. You've been waiting a long time for this, and you fully back your man here in Abu Dhabi on November 5th.
Definitely, and I just want to thank everybody for being here. Mr. Salih, for having us here. Thank you so much. The hospitality has been incredible. An incredible city, beautiful city. First time here. I want to thank DAZN, Joe Markowski. Thank you for all you do. Eddie, you and your team, Frank Smith. It's always a pleasure working with you guys. I want to thank the champion, Dmitry Bivol. Thank you. Your manager, Vadim. Thank you. A professional in the sport of boxing. And this is a great fight. This is going to be an incredible fight. Both fighters are undefeated. And it's just going to be a very exciting fight. And I don't normally like to give predictions, but I'm compelled to give a prediction for this fight. And I feel strongly that the winner is going to be Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, and also the world of boxing. It's rare that we put these fights together. It's a special event. So thank you guys very much for having us, and we look forward to November 5th. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Zurdo, welcome. This fight, you've been chasing it for a long time, ordered by the WBA. We had plans for another fight. They wouldn't let us do it. We wanted to stay away from you, but you're here, you're ready, chance to become a two-division world champion. This is your moment, November 5th, to become world champion again.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having us. Thank you for the whole hospitality. And I'm glad to be here, Abu Dhabi, first time here. And I feel like in home because in Mazatlan, where I came from, is same weather, is hot and humid. And here's, and it's perfect for me. And thank you everyone. Thank you, Matchroom. Thank you, Golden Boy. Thank you everyone for make this happen possible. And I'm looking forward to get the title November 5th to become two-time world champion. And I think it will be a great night, exciting fight for everyone. Even for me, I can't wait for this fight. I've been waiting so long for this moment. And I just want to say thank you, Bivol también to take the fight. And I think we're going to put a great show for all the fans, for Abu Dhabi. And it will be a great night. Thank you, everyone.
Zurdo, I'll just ask you, obviously, this fight has always been a great fight that people wanted to see, but obviously with Dimitri's victory over Canelo in May, the fight has become even bigger. You realise how tough the challenge is. You still feel confident of victory after seeing that victory. People now see him as one of the best, if not the best, 175-pounder in the world.
No, he is one of the greatest, one of the best 175-pound. And he be one of the best, greatest in boxing too. And congratulations for him. He was I knew it would be a tough fight for Canelo, but it was a great night for Bivol because he beat a unanimous decision, and I mean, it was great. But what can I tell you? 44 Devin trails, 44 Devin fell.
We go to the champion, and firstly, Vadim. Just going back to May, incredible. You know, we had our fun in the ring. You know, I'm a big Canelo Alvarez fan, and Frank Smith was Dimitri's promoter that evening as well. I'm back on the team, don't worry, if you'll still have me. But it was just, you guys felt for a long time that Dmitry Bivol was a pound-for-pound great fighter. He just needed the opportunity to show it. And that night in May, you know, he shocked the world. It may not have been a huge shock to some people, but, you know, to the wider world, it was one of the great victories. And now got to get back to focusing on Zurdo Ramirez after that incredible Canelo victory.
Thank you, Eddie. You're definitely back on the team, of course. You were never off the team because I think you believed in Dmitry the whole way from the beginning, just like the rest of us. And I mean, it's very exciting. After the Canelo fight, obviously it's a second level of motivation they have to find for, you know, any fighter that goes to that level. They have to motivate themselves to go on. And having to fight a guy like Ramirez, a fighter like Ramirez, who's very well respected, who's never lost, who's fought some of the top level guys, it's something that you have to overcome, and that's something they have to do, and you have to find something inside you to get that victory again. But I believe that Dmitry has that mentality, and I think he's always very tough and confident, and I think he will be able to do it and go on to get the other belts after this, and that's something that we look forward to as well. But other than that, I just want to appreciate everybody, because many times, you know, we fought all over the world, even with Dmitry and other fighters, and just being here one day, we already feels like home. And thank you to Abu Dhabi and everybody involved, because, you know, obviously Matchroom, who's always been with us from the beginning. Hopefully this can become a new chapter, not only for us, but for boxing overall, because I think that you know, there's always new grounds that can be found in a sport, and I think that this becoming a new area where boxing can develop and grow, and with this type of fight being the beginning, I think there's no limit to how high this can go. So I hope this works out and everybody's satisfied and we can go on and have more fighters fight here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vadim. And now the champ, Dmitry. Going back to Las Vegas, I know you have a new challenge to focus on now, but that was an incredible night. Of course, the biggest of your career so far. Mm-hmm. I know you don't celebrate and party too hard, but you must have had a great time with your family, and now you have to focus on what may be the toughest fight of your career so far in Zurdo Ramirez, 44-0, a great opponent, and time for you to defend your championship belt here in Abu Dhabi.
First of all, hello everyone, thank you for coming. And yes, maybe it's one of the toughest fights in my career. I'm thinking like that every time before my fights, only that I can be in focus. And I want to say thank you, Eddie, Matchroom, and Mr. Saleh, and the Ministry of Sport, Abu Dhabi, everyone who want to make this fight. I'm glad to make fight. I'm glad to defend my title in Abu Dhabi. I heard that this is first time when someone defend the title, world champion title in Abu Dhabi. It's great. It's great to be first in everywhere, I think. And I hope it's not last time in Abu Dhabi when somebody will defend or get the title. And thank you, Ramirez, for this fight. And I know he wanted this fight a long time, me too. And now it will happen. And I'm glad. He's a good fighter. And I like challenges. And I like to fight against the guy who has 44 fights, who's bigger than me, who's taller. And this is a big challenge for me. And I hope it will be a great night on November 5th. Thank you.
Dmitry, obviously, a lot of people know how tough this fight is for you, but they still talk about the Canelo rematch, the Beterbiev undisputed, this is a very dangerous fight for you because you must stay focused on this because what could come after is incredible opportunities. But none of that matters right now, I guess, because you're just focused on Zurdo on November 5th.
Типа, что ничего не важно, это то, о чем говоришь, ты должен быть сфокусирован на этом бою. Что это?
You're right. I have to be focused only on this fight. Every time when I have a fight, I'm focused only this fight. Of course, I have great plans in my head. I want to be the best fighter in the world. I want to get more belts. But now I have a big fight against good fighter. Of course, it's a little bit bothering me that I have to fight after this fight against Canelo, against Bitter Beef, against everyone, and sometimes you feel you won against another all fighters. But I try to be focused only on November 5th.
Thank you, Dmitry. An incredible fight between two great undefeated fighters here in Abu Dhabi, Etihad Arena, November 5th, live and exclusive on DAZN. Again, we can't thank you so much to the DCT, Abu Dhabi, Visit Abu Dhabi, His Excellency as well. This is about bringing huge elite sport to Abu Dhabi, but it's also about growing the sport of boxing in this country as well. We're going to be putting plans together to make sure that this sport is being built from the ground up, grassroots participation levels. Even see a few scars on the knuckles as well from yourself in the gym. Maybe we'll have you in a fight in a couple of months, maybe against, I don't know, a YouTuber or something like that. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens. But on a serious note, you know, life is about having fun. Life is about enjoying yourself. We love to work with people who we can build long-term partnerships with, relationships with, who we can deliver outstanding events for, and we can change the face of sport in their country. We look forward to doing that in Abu Dhabi over the next few years. Wherever you are, November 5th, don't forget Etihad Arena, ticket information across Matchroom Boxing, across Visit Abu Dhabi, and if you can't be there, watch live globally on DAZN. This is the start of an incredible journey. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you for a groundbreaking night on November 5th. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Come up here. Who's coming up on the stage? Go on, you go.
Welcome to DAZN. See the biggest fights live and on demand. Get the most in-depth fight week experience. Join DAZN inside the training camps, press conferences,
You talk so much.
workouts, and weigh-ins. And the exclusive DAZN boxing show brings you all the latest news and interviews with boxing's biggest names every weekday.
All be thrown in the deep end in 2021.
Playback breaks down the biggest fights with the boxers, trainers and promoters that made them.
Beautiful.
Experience some of the greatest stories in boxing through award-winning original documentary film.
Nobody wanted to fight him. He was killing everybody.
Unlock over 30 years of boxing brilliance in the DAZN archive and watch the fights that made the legends.
Pound for pound, the best in the world.
Welcome to DAZN.